Axis 460 rear wing versus Axis 450 progressive rear wing for foot pump foiling. That's what I'm going to be comparing today. I'm here at Lake Ballinger in Mountain Lake Terrace, Washington, and I have the 1150 short. I have the 82 centimeter aluminum, 19 millimeter wide. I also have the 75. I haven't used it yet because the dock I'm at here has a little bit of height, just a little bit, and for me at my skill level, I am doing a little bit better with a little bit extra height, less foiling out. But I'm going to be moving to the 75 after I get a little more skill level. I have the 11 liter Slingshot Dwarfcraft 100, and yeah, let's get to this review. So I started out today's session with the 450 progressive, and then had a few times out, and then I switched to the 400 flat. And just to compare, this is 60 millimeters wide and this is 67. I did a comparison. This shows an area of 227. When I times 460 by 60, I got 276. And then when I timed 450 by 67, I got a little over 300. I did a calculation pretty much to get the variation difference. If I divide this by 1.22, I get the same ratio, and these are very similar sizes. So I take this and divide it by divide this by 1.22, and I get a 246. I'm doing this from memory. So anyway, 227, 246, not a big difference in area. These look like they have similar pitch, but right away I noticed when I went to push off from the dock, I'm going off this way, that this rear wing has a lot more power than this rear wing. So to get the exact same amount of power, I would need to get more rear shim on this, more power, or less negative rear shim, this get less power to have the same force. But also I noticed that when I went launching, it seemed that this had more glide, and it's supposed to be faster, and that's a good thing. Also, I felt like my pumps were less specific with this rear wing. I just kind of pumped, I got more power. Also, it felt like it was less specific. I didn't need to be as particular with my pumps. Any up and down seemed to get a little bit of power. With this one, I need to be really specific on the angle. Also, I get a lot of thrust if I got it just right, but it was a little bit more particular. Another difference with the progressive is, let's see if I can just show it here. It felt like as I went turning, it easily turned, and I had to kind of fight to get it back to center, and then I went back over here and then fell. So I was able to turn it. It is very turny, and it holds in the turn really nicely. It likes to maintain the turn. Where this one, it seemed way happier just to fly flat. And when I turned it, it could come back. And it feels like for foot pump foiling, especially on flat conditions, this is going to be way better. And also, I got a 15 seconds, about 15 seconds best guess personal record. So I did do my best today, which is great. But it also felt like it was just easier to fly straight. Another interesting variable between these two is at the stall speed, this one had a little bit more flick over. So even though this is more turny, this has a little bit more hold than this. I mean, it's a bigger area. So maybe for if I got into wake thieving or get into, if I go downwinding, this may be a little bit more fun, but this might be good also. But I predict this is going to be better for turning, but this has a little bit more flick at the end. So even though this flies straight, it has a little bit more quick turning aspect. So this could be good. Overall, first session out, my previous PR was around 12 seconds, so I'm up to 15, best guess. Today I went around here south, and then I corrected because I was getting a little close to shore, and it came around, not that high, came around and did this. So I did a half turn, which is my best so far. So I'm really excited about this. And also launching off the dock, the board off the dock, it felt really straight. This rear wing, it has a little bit more push up, and it's a little more difficult. First session in, and I had about 45 minutes on this, then I switched to this for the rest of the session. I was out for about 2.5 hours today. It was easier to dock start launch. I had more success with this rear wing. So this is easier to use, and it's more efficient. So if you're looking for a rear wing to start out with, I definitely recommend the 460 over the 450, and maybe even the 475 progressive. Even if it's larger, it seemed like it had more hold. Those downward tips, just at least for learning this, it doesn't seem very favorable to just go straight, just to pump straight. It is possible that the Freeride 440 or the Freeride 500, because they're much bigger than this, they might offer a bonus to just learning it. But if you have any skill level with foiling, or if you just want to get the right rear wing to start with, I recommend going for this. When I started, I got this for wing foiling and foot pump foiling, and it's a really good compromise, but I think I would have progressed further faster if I got this to start out with. So a good recommendation there. Let's see. This is just a quick after session video, so I'm probably forgetting something. And I also I was excited to test this. My original thought was, I want to get good at this before I move to this. I was like, well, I'm still not really getting the hang of it. 12 seconds is about my record. So I wanted to try this at a noob level, and I can confirm this is easier and overall better for foot pulling than this. So hopefully that helps if anyone's learning it or getting into it and they're thinking about going for progressive or this for foot pump foiling. I found this just to be easier and fly straight more. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions, and like, subscribe, and share. And cool, thanks. Have a great day. Bye.